What's up, everybody? We are in the car right now. As you can see, there's two of us in here in the wide angle, and I just recently purchased a wide angle lens, which is pretty cool. The problem is that this thing is super heavy for my car mount, so I honestly think as soon as I hit this first bump, it's gonna go flying. But Dave's ready to catch it. I am joined today by Dave Slovenski. He is my friend Ieva's husband. I almost said wife. That's not true. You are her husband. And yeah, this guy is amazing. They've been out here doing a little workcation. Is that what you would call it? A workcation? So they both work from home and are able to work while they're here, which is awesome. So they work during the day and then we hang out in the evening, and they've been such a huge blessing to us already. They are friends from Nashville area, and Dave's been helping me with some house projects, and by help me, I mean he's doing them all, and he's super blessed us. He turned a wall of ours into a whiteboard, so all of my ideas can flow onto a whiteboard. And also, we were keeping our bathroom door open with a paint can, and he got us a magnetic door stop, and he's just improving everything. So Dave is amazing, and I appreciate him a ton. Super humble guy. Can I brag on you a little bit more?
Sure.
All right, man, this guy is a Princeton grad. I think you hold some pole vaulting records too, is that correct?
I set some pole vaulting records.
Some pole vaulting records. American Ninja Warrior. That's pretty amazing. You were on America's Got Talent. You do all the things. It's pretty amazing. And that's just the beginning of the list of things going on. Low internet connection. I don't know if that means anyway, we're headed out to clean, but I just wanted to let Dave talk a little bit about life. I'm going to ask him some specific questions here. We went on outreach on Tuesday and prayed for some people. So Dave, can you just kind of recap briefly some of that experience for you?
Yeah, that was a new experience for me. I've been in the church my whole life, but never really done any outreach per se. Mostly I've been focused on sort of inward things, such as in college, leading Bible studies, being in Bible studies, and sort of self-reflection, self-prayer. But this was really, really a blessing to go out there, push my own comfort level, and meet some local homeless people. They turned out to be impressively open and sharp and welcoming of our prayer, and I think I sort of had, I don't know that I had many expectations in many ways, or didn't know what to expect, but I was expecting maybe more opposition. And then when you get there and ask them if you can pray for them and just listen to their story, they were really open and very polite too. Very polite.
Were you nervous going into that a little bit?
Yes, definitely. I was glad I committed to it, just like you did, sort of. I committed not just to myself, but to you. And then you could hold me accountable and encourage me to go. And then just when it got there, I just had a lot of excuses like, oh, I could go to sleep right now, or I've never done it, I'm not going to be back there again, and they need some consistency. But it was really a blessing for me too to get to go. And once I broke the ice with one of them, I realized that it's just like meeting a normal person. If I went to a party, I wouldn't be particularly nervous. I'd say, oh, well, I'll go to this party and I'll meet some people and I can have a conversation with them. And that was the exact same thing with these people. Nice.
Well, Dave, proud of you for getting out there and doing that. I, too, didn't want to go Tuesday night, so I was glad that we were going together.
And it started to rain.
Yep, that was. Facebook Live! Facebook, man. Oh, man. I'm driving right now. So.
Oh, I got it.
All right.
Facebook dead or alive.
Oh, man. We got to figure that out. This is amazing.
It's a good bump.
That is.
Was it the other side?
I think I'm going to just take the wide angle lens off, I think. And it's Steve Masui in front of us. Maybe because we put it here. Look, we're both in there. How's that
Right.
working? I don't even need the wide angle lens. That's
Yeah.
funny. If anyone has any ideas of how I should secure this thing in here a little better, comment and let me know, because I can't keep doing that. That's dangerous. So yeah, we're talking about going on outreach together to Waikiki to pray for some homeless people, which was a good experience for both of us, just stepping out. I've done it before, but I haven't done it in a while, so it was good to just get out there. And something that I think is important is we need to let our values override our comforts. So we value Jesus, and Jesus values the homeless people in Waikiki. And while it's not comfortable to get out there and do that, we did it, and it was a good experience. So if God's putting it on your heart to go step out of your comfort zone, whatever that is, I encourage you to go ahead and do that. So yeah, Dave is amazing because he's super disciplined, and I really am inspired by this guy in every area of his life. Dave, talk a little bit about some of the 5-minute routines. We talked a little bit, not on Facebook Live, about our morning routines. I introduced you to morning pages, but you've really just amped up your morning routine. And so, yeah, share a little bit about what your normal morning routine looks like.
Morning pages is usually the cornerstone of my morning routine. When I'm at home, my wife and I will get up and read the Bible together. Right now we're doing the 1-year Bible. At other times we're doing things like following with our Bible study or other books on it, such as the Epic of Eden, recommended by you guys. And so we wake up and read that, and then morning pages, just 5 minutes, easy. Good to practice writing, good to practice typing. Can usually close my eyes, just think and try to let my thoughts flow, and also work on some grammar and some reflections. It's a good way to sort of frame the day. I've been also doing a journal where I just record a few activities from the previous day, partly just for record keeping, but journaling also really makes me reflect on what I'm doing with my day, and it just takes a couple minutes. Another one I do is typing practice that combines speed typing technique and important memorization that I want to do. So it takes somewhere between 4 and 5 minutes depending on how fast my fingers are feeling that morning. And I started with the Nicene Creed, did that for a few weeks and memorized it, and I haven't broken the 4-minute barrier on typing that, but got it down pretty fast. And then I switched over to the Beatitudes, and just about memorized those, and then I'll move on to some other psalm or verse or passage. And so that's a nice memorization practice and typing practice.
Yeah, that's awesome. I really like the 5-minute, just giving 5 minutes to things. And if you do that consistently over a year, you make serious growth. So how long did it take you to memorize the Nicene Creed? You said
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yep.
That's amazing. You mentioned also handwriting practice too, which is something that I really want to work on because my handwriting is horrible. Actually, we're going to go to this office today, and there's a guy in here that writes on the whiteboard, his whiteboard, some work stuff, and his handwriting is amazing. I'm excited to show that to you.
I have a few other little things that sometimes make the cut on the morning routine and sometimes don't. That's the handwriting practice where I'll write out a psalm, and Latvian practice, because I'm trying to learn Latvian to speak my wife's native tongue, and singing a song. I'll just put on a YouTube hymn that has lyrics up on it and sing along with it to work on my musicality, work on my voice. And working from home, I don't always talk very much throughout a day. And then sometimes some other music practice will make it in there too.
Nice. So you mentioned that the hard thing about that sometimes, your morning routine, is the transitions. Can you talk a little bit about those transitions?
Yeah, when you look at it, it seems like it should be super easy to do because 5 minutes times whatever, 6 things, that should just take 30 minutes. But between getting timers set up, going to all the pages, because I do them almost all on Google Sheets or Docs, and getting loading, opening the computer, all that stuff, it usually takes closer to that's a place I really try to work on efficiency, but also that I can consider a little bit of practice to get better at transition. I do a 5-minute tasks, and then I can stand up, jump around, stretch out for a second, and then go back to the next one, or get a cup of coffee in between and use that as a transition that helps me wake up or hydrate. Maybe not a coffee, but helps me hydrate or nourish myself while also making a nice transition.
Nice. Yeah, I think something I've said in these videos before that's true for me is that a good morning routine is dependent on a good evening routine, and just kind of making those preparations and reducing the amount of steps in between you and what you're actually trying to do. So that's something practical that I'm trying to do. And I just need to get back. This is just a personal accountability thing. I feel better when I wake up earlier, and I have not been waking up early, and it's not been good for me. So I need to really get back to that. There's lots of stuff I need to get back to. But we're going to end this Facebook Live right now, and maybe we'll do one on the way home. We're headed to Halava to do some cleaning. Dave is blessing me by hanging out and helping me clean one of my office spots today. And maybe we'll be back and talk a little bit about Dave's nutrition, because this guy is on point with his nutrition and exercise too, and I've really enjoyed being able to spend some time and watch how they eat and exercise. So that will be coming up next on the way home. Because we dropped this, I don't know where the off button is.
You know what?
Oh, finish. There it is. It's the same place. All right, see you guys.